Alright, we are back. Last time we had a meeting with Priscilla, and now we are being escorted by Owl outside the house.
Man, I thought you were a goner for sure at the end there, bro. Huh? What's up? Why are you and the little lady so quiet? You managed to escape the lion's den alive. Shouldn't you be thrilled about that?
What?
Huh?
What's there to be happy about?
Whoa! What's with all the shouting?
That was so scary. I seriously thought she'd kill me. How the hell can you serve under that woman?
Whoa there. You became way too blunt the moment we stepped out of the manor. But I do get how you feel. And to answer your question, I'm working for the princess because she's so sexy.
That's the most freaking... What's the word I'm looking for? Frick. Not petty. Surface level? Yeah, I'll just go with that. That's the most surface level reason ever. But then again, it's in a sense it's similar to Subaru, as he kind of is working with Emilia because he fell in love with her on first sight, but also because she's beautiful as well.
It's kind of
superficial.
How superficial that answer is. Or maybe I should actually be impressed that you toe the line every day just for that reason?
Al has such an easygoing attitude, but I never be able to do such a thing that for a reason like that. You do it all the time.
You're so different from me, who works hard for the cute and adorable Mealy. Wait, hold on. Are we actually the same?
Well, that's just how men are, bro.
Al laughs loudly at me, but I really can't accept us being so alike.
However, I'm glad that you are safe. Rem thought it would be the end for us as well.
You too, Rem? Sorry for doing something so risky, but I had to ask her that.
If you thought it was necessary, then I would not have stopped you. But I just ask that you please take care of yourself in the process. Otherwise, Rem cannot help but worry.
Rem puts her hand on her chest, and I feel her concern strike a devastating blow. It's true that I crossed into unknown territory without much thought. But once I did...
I couldn't have done this alone. And you were there with me, Rem.
What did Rem do?
You were by my side through it all. So I figured you'd just take care of everything if something went down.
It was a result of relying on Rem's strength that pulled us through. Though saying as much doesn't really paint me in a positive light, but...
Subaru, thank you for having faith in me.
Whoa, wait a minute!
Rem is deeply moved by my words, making both Al and me interject at the same time.
That plan is way too reliant on other people. Little lady, you shouldn't be so willing to accept that.
I don't like that it's coming from you, but I can't deny it. I'll try to handle things on my own next time.
No, it's okay. Rem wants to work extra hard for Subaru's sake. Moreover, please do not take that away from me. If Rem is not helpful to you, Rem will kill you and follow soon after.
How could you say such a thing and still be so cute?
Boy, she must really care about you. I'm getting jealous.
I am positive you will experience the same at some point as well, Sir Al. Your first step would be to find a more appropriate occupation.
That's pretty proper advice. It may not seem like it, but the gig I got is already a steady gig, you know?
As Miss Priscilla's jester?
You're starting to make me doubt myself when you ask so sincerely.
Rem and Al continue to have a serious conversation about the future prospect. I give them a sidelong glance as I turn back to look at the mansion we left. I'm sure Priscilla taken us off her mind already, but she still makes me tremble. Despite having Rem with me, even I thought I was being pretty reckless, but I did get something out of it in exchange.
Priscilla didn't even budge when I mentioned Wolf's name.
Of course, if she was a natural-born liar, she could have easily lied about it, even if she did know.
But anyone would be surprised when caught off guard, Priscilla didn't have any such reaction. Well, that's how it seemed to me anyway.
But on that end, I don't want to question the things I've seen for myself anymore.
If I don't believe what I'm seeing with my own eyes, I'll never know what to base my decisions on, and I'll keep faltering at every step. However...
Now that I've spoken with all three of the potential fake candidates, I haven't found anything to decisively point the finger at any of them.
Anastasia was attacked by Wolf, which gives her a point in her favor. And Priscilla didn't seem to know who I was talking about. Then does that mean it's actually Cruciate?
As of now, the only one I hadn't actively taken steps to try and gain information from is Cruciate. I only removed her from the list because I want to believe she wouldn't do something like this. But on the other hand, I don't have anything to base that trust on. So does that mean I should trust her?
Do I really suspect her? Honestly, I never gave it much thought before.
But it's maybe that this has been my blind spot. I need to eliminate all possibilities.
Suspect her so I can trust her, huh? Damn, I sound so hypocritical when I actually say it out loud.
He doesn't suspect Melty because a gloomy mood takes over as I hesitate about my next move, but then...
You know, I've been thinking about how the way you refer to yourself is pretty confusing.
Confusing? What do you mean?
Well, your name is Rom, right? So why do you refer to yourself
Wait, hold on, what?
Sir Al, no, I am the one who is confused. Rem's name is Rem. Rom is Rem's older sister's name. I beg your pardon, but are you familiar with Rem's twin sister?
I'll go silent at Rem's question. Unlike his lighthearted demeanor from before, he is now deep in thought with a serious and solemn expression.
Don't joke like that. You are Rom, aren't you?
No, Rem would have no reason to joke about something like that. Apologies, but Rem is most assuredly Rem.
Don't mess with me.
Al mutters to himself in a low voice. As he does, Rem's face tensed up and she jumped back. Seeing the two put distance between themselves, all I could do is watch, eyes wide, wondering what just happened.
Hey, what's going on? What's gotten into you two all of a sudden?
I'm sorry. It's just that Sir Al's expression.
Al?
Sensing Rem's confusion, I step in between the two and call out to Al. I can't see his expression under his helmet, but from the way his head hung slightly, the cheerful air about him had completely faded. Though things don't just end there. Before I could point out Al's sudden change in attitude.
Huh?
1 second. For a single second, I see a figure on the other side of the road. I never mistake that far too distinctive getup.
Wolf!
There's no mistaking that person. The masked freak who had been getting in our way, calling himself the malevolent masked magician. This isn't one of the days we encountered him before, but there's no reason to let him go.
Sorry, Al, but we'll talk later. Rem!
Oh, yes. Excuse us, Sir Al.
I grab the surprised Rem hand and start running, leaving Al behind. I can't lose sight of Wolf. We first furiously chase after the black-clad. All we can do now is run. I'm black-clad man.
So that's how it is. I don't believe it. Makes me sick.
What's he talking about?
Damn it. Where'd he get off to?
We find ourselves in a back alley after chasing the masked man. This place shouldn't have any other outlet, but there's no sight of that conspicuous figure.
There's just no way!
Subaru, please calm down. Who exactly are you looking for?
A huge guy dressed in black. His name is Wolf. He's an enemy of ours.
I instinctively respond to Rem, immediately clutching my chest after. For a moment, I worried that the Virgin such information would have that mysterious hand wrap around my heart again, but
Nothing.
When I try to reveal my return by death ability, my heart is punished by an unseen hand. The pain is beyond imagination, but it seems like I'm safe this time. I still don't understand what triggers this penalty, as irritating as that is. I continue speaking to Rem as she stares at me in wonder.
I know this is sudden, but he's super dangerous. If we don't stop him, we all could be in danger.
Damn it. I'm not being very persuasive, but I don't have any evidence of what I'm saying, so I have to convince her somehow, but I can't find the right word to say. I need to persuade Rem somehow, and...
Very well.
Huh?
We need to apprehend this dangerous man, correct? Then we should hurry.
As I rack my brain trying to find a word to convince her, Rem answered me with an earnest look in her eyes. In an instant, I became embarrassed at myself. Rem trusts me, that's why she doesn't need any detailed explanation. Even I couldn't do something as boorish as point out such things here and now.
Yeah, let's go. But it's way too dangerous to split up. We should...
Fueled by Rem's enthusiasm, I'm ready to resume our pursuit, but at that moment... Our conversation over, I turn around to give chase, but for a brief moment, I catch a whiff of something sweet. My mind goes blank, wondering what it is, but then I notice someone's shadow overtaking my own beneath me.
Above us!
I immediately look up and see a massive figure descending upon me.
No way! Huh?
Don't you dare!
Rem pulls me by the collar, intercepting the attack with her morning star. A sharp metallic sound rings out as Wolf sprawls onto the ground into the alley. He looks at us with a mask that hides his true expression.
Whew, not bad. But why are you chasing me? I'll be pretty insulted if you think I'm suspicious just because of how I look, you know.
I was just talking to someone who looked pretty suspicious. But your sketchiness is on a whole different level. Children would get scared and cry seeing someone like you roam the streets at night. We're gonna drag you to a guard station right now.
Whoa there, that's a bit irrational. Just leave me be. The royal capital's a lively and splendid place. What's wrong with cutting loose and dressing up like this from time to time? That's really all there is to it.
Wolf spread his arms and shrugged, his way of showing he doesn't harbor any hostility. Of course, I know not to let my guard down around him, so I don't fall for his act.
Rem, be careful. He may say that, but...
Please, be at ease, Subaru. Rem will not lend an ear to the words of an enemy.
Oh.
With that, Rem stepped forward. Before I know it, her trusty morning star is clutched firmly in her hands.
You're carrying around something pretty scary there, little girl. You should explain to the guy behind you I'm not here to fight.
Is that all you have to say?
What?
As you can see, it is difficult for Rem to hold back, so it would be wise to speak your last words while you can.
I see, right, gotcha. You're even worse than that guy. Your inability to listen to others is really troubling. If you won't let me go, then I don't really have much of a choice. Let's have at it!
Wolf makes the first move as the word leaves his lip. He draws in his spread hand using the momentum to launch out some seemingly ordinary knives. But with 10 or 20 of them, it goes without saying how deadly they could be. With a sharp breath, Rem swings the chain of her morning star, knocking away all the daggers. A shrill sound echoes in the alley, and we manage to get through the enemy first move, signaling the start of the battle.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
You speak too much. Shut your noisy mouth.
A fierce battle breaks out between Wolf, who seems to be enjoying the fight, and Rem, who doesn't hide her rage for her opponent. Blow for blow, all I can do is watch.
What am I, stupid? Don't just assume all I can do is watch. Find some way to help.
The fight between Rem and Wolf seesaws back and forth, and at the very least, an amateur has no way to tell the small detail revealing which side has an advantage. Though it doesn't take a professional to tell who won once the dust settled. At that point, it'd be too late to try and turn the table.
To prevent that from happening,
I can't be careless here and get in Rem way. I keep that in mind as I scrutinize how wolves fight. This may be a strange way to put it, but when Rem swings her Morningstar around, it's as vicious as a small-scale tempest. Wolf uses only his body movement to evade her attack, and just when you think a hit will land, he definitely avoids it with a quick flick of a dagger to avoid the impact. Seeing how his daggers don't break, his precise control over his strength is beyond proficient. His skill could be considered first class or acrobatic feat. Sometimes he'll even throw a dagger with such speed and precision that Rem can't aggressively close in on him. The perfect rival. No, even looking at it in a biased light, both have a slight advantage. In other words, if I don't step in, Rem will lose. I can't just stand here and not try anything, that's why.
Hey, Wolf! Over here!
Huh?
Subaru! No, you must stay back!
Rem and Wolf tense up once they hear me shout and see me moving about. Rem grows frantic and Wolf laughs at just as his mask portrays.
You stepped out of line, fool. You'll regret this.
Immediately after Wolf says this, a dagger is thrown straight at me. To congenital non-fighter like me, it just looked like a white flash. The sight of my corpse after the dagger digged straight into the forehead with no way to stop it flickers in my mind.
Subaru!
But it's just my imagination.
You knife throwers all aim for the forehead.
I quickly pull an apple out of my pocket and barely managing to block the dagger from lunging into my skull. That gamble paid off. I figured he'd take a stab at me if I showed him an opening, that he tried to shake up Rem by doing so, but the outcome worked in my favor. Now.
Take this! 9 shots per second! Endless flash photography attack!
Oh, he still oh right, he didn't give up his cell phone in this timeline. I taken my cell phone out with the apple. I pointed at Wolf, then activated camera. A white light cut through the dark alleyway, assaulting our masked foe. Trying to blind him won't be that effective with his mask, but it surely gives us a chance to act.
Run!
Prepare yourself!
His movement interrupts. Rem slams her Morningstar into him. The spiked ball collides into Wolf with incredible momentum as he stands still, then sends him flying away. He flips, tumbles, and I knew just how much damage was inflicted on his body, having experienced such a blow myself. That single strike managed to obliterate half my body. It goes without saying that Wolf won't fare very well either. Wolf crashes into a wall in the alley. Slumping over, he doesn't move or cry out in pain.
Did we do it?
It was a direct hit, but we should not let our guard down.
Rem looked tense, not letting her guard down as she moves closer to Wolf. Her cautionary reaction is a right approach. We can't mess it up here.
Rem, he might have an ability that lets him steal mana from his opponent. Be careful.
Steal mana. Understood. Then...
Rem, heeding my warning, Rem stopped in her track and raised her Morningstar. She most likely intended on hitting him from this distance. Delivering the killing blows that way is probably the best choice right now. If possible, I'd like to talk to him to find out who hired him, who he involved with, but he isn't someone who we can be taken so lightly. That's why Rem's decision is the right one. This assassin should be dealt with right now, right here.
You can close your eyes if you wish, Subaru. This is Rem's duty.
Rem tells me as much while turning around, ramping my fright at the scene. I want to say I'm fine, but I know better than anyone that it would be nothing but me trying to put on a strong front. The sound of chain filled my ear. Rem is about to deliver the final blow.
Not yet.
What?
Wolf's muscles grind together as he put all his strength into standing up, muttering the whole time.
I commend your perseverance, but I will not allow you to do any more harm.
Rem raised her Morningstar, a sign that she doesn't plan on letting Wolf have his way. Right before she rains hell on him, that suit's fragrance tickled my nose again. It's the same scent that alerted me to Wolf's original attack. It all happened in a moment. Drawn by a sweet scent, I turned my head and noticed a red light appearing. I realized it's fire. It headed straight for Rem's defenseless back.
Watch out!
I immediately jumped onto Rem's back, pushing her light body out of the way. She screamed, looking at me in shock. Her light blue eyes reflect light as they open wide. Then, in an instant, my body is engulfed.
I shout as I fall and roll around on the ground. The fire, these bright flames, burn my body straight down to my very soul. I'm being burned alive. My skin is incinerated, my flesh bursts open, and my organs boil inside me. It's hot. So very hot. A scorching sensation swallows me whole.
Subaru!
A crying voice reaches what's left of my ears. A pale glow appears, cold water pouring all over my filleted body. The cool relief is gone as quickly as it washed over me. The water evaporates instantaneously, swallowed by the flames erupting off me. My body continues to fry. My arms, legs, and face are beyond repair.
No, stop! Please stop!
Pale hands shake my broiling body. Naturally, the flames dance upon the hands too. It must be excruciating. Yet they refuse to let go. Despite being beyond the point of no return, they try to rescue me. Please, I'm begging you. Just stop. Worry about yourself. If you don't...
Subaru!
If you don't...
Subaru!
If you don't, the villain behind you will... The voice stops calling for me. Have my eardrums been completely fried? Or did something happen to the voice's owner? I hope it's just my ears. Please, just let it be my ears. Don't let harm befall the crying girl. Please. I must ensure her victory. Please,
Her
tell me
victory.
it's just my ears that aren't working. Please. Please.
Yes.
I will write it down.
Restart. Loop 4 day. Whoa, what? Well, I'll see you guys next time in Restart. Loop 4 day 3. See you guys next time.